Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday and it's watering day for my plants, so I'm watering all of my plants. I will show you how I water them, and I'll also show you the plants, some of the plant collection that I have. This one is Syngonium here. I like to water it from bottom. It's a big pot, and it's also it's growing very nicely. I usually water it often, like maybe every 2 days, and I also mist it on a daily basis. And I take a huge tub like this, and I immerse pots into it. So this is pothos here. I've been it's sitting here for about I think a couple of minutes. It's a small pot comparatively to this one, so this is done. This is a terracotta plant, terracotta pot, sorry, and you can see I watered thoroughly, so that's how it's all moist. So I take it out from the pot and let it drain itself, and then I'm gonna place it in its original spot. This one is a monstera here, but it's been close to 3 months. It's been with me. I bought it from a nursery, but there is no growth. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I tried changing the pot, and I like to water my monstera as well from bottom up. It's been here for about 5-6 minutes, and that's how the soil is. So now I'm going to take it out and then let it and while I water, I also mist my plant. I water it once a week because most of it's always moist, so I have a considerable amount of coco peat in the soil mix. So it stays moist mostly, and every Sunday I water it. So in pothos, I have another pot which is the mother plant. I have made a few cuttings, and I put it in this pot, and I think in about a month or so, this is how it grew. So the cuttings were not very big. Maybe the cuttings were this big, and it grew all of this. And I've made few other cuttings from this pot, and I have water propagated them. So yeah, I do nothing to this pothos except watering it almost every other day, if not every day. I mist it every day, and then I fertilize liquid fertilizer once in a month. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. It never had any pest problems as such, and it's one of my favorite plants. This is an ivy. It's a succulent ivy. I'm not pretty sure about the name. I think it's something like tangle hearts or something. Not sure. But then I got a few cuttings from one of my uncle's house, and it's growing like anything. So it's been a month since I got small cuttings, and I have it in 3-4 different pots, so it's doing pretty good. So that's the same way I water it, from bottom. Dip it in a bowl of water, and it doesn't take much time because most of my potting mix has coco peat in it, so they soak up water pretty fast. The same thing, once a month I fertilize. Didn't have any pest problems as such. And I water it once every 2 days. It becomes pretty dry, so I water it every 2 days. And the temperature usually here in this season is close to 100 degrees every day, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So not to mention it, but the syngonium that I showed in the beginning of the video, it had a pest problem. It was it had a mealybug infestation. It was huge because I spray something, I use something, and then in a day or two I see them again. So I didn't know. Finally, what I did was I chopped it off completely, took it out of the pot, cleaned the roots, the stem, the leaves, and each and every part of the plant with water, and then I repotted it. And from then, I didn't have that problem. Fingers crossed, touch wood, shouldn't have that problem, and it's doing great since then. The mealybugs affected it really badly. It was never this lush and this healthy before, but right now it's thriving and doing pretty good. And that's the mother plant that I was talking about, the golden pothos. I've made multiple propagations, so it looks small, but it was very huge. I made a lot of cuttings from this. I have like about 6-7 pots of golden pothos. That's the turtle vine. It's been with me for a couple of years, and this is a pretty easy plant to take care of. All it needs is watering occasionally. When you water it, it survives. You water it, you don't water it, it does survive. But if you water it, it gives you a lot of love in return. It grows so well. All it needs is just water and some sunshine. It doesn't mind direct sunlight. It's even okay in indirect sunlight, but it does need a little bit of light. It cannot survive in total low light. And I water it almost every day, and I'll show you once I take it out of this tub. Once it's done drinking its water, I'll show you. It's a beautiful plant. It's not a very huge pot, but the plant has grown so well. I can't even fit in another pot into this tub here, but the pot is not that big. It's just the plant that is taken up all the space here. So I have my kokedama here. This is the same syngonium plant that I showed earlier. I have that one here, and my ZZ. It had a new. This is new growth for my ZZ. I water my ZZ maybe once in 2 weeks, because otherwise, I don't know if it's psychological or something, but I always feel the rhizome here and here, and when I water it every week, I feel as if it's becoming mushy, and it scares me. So I just water it once in every 2 weeks from the bottom. And my kokedama, it gets a real good dip once in a week, and on the other days, every day I mist it, because my syngonium, especially this one, it likes getting misted on a daily basis. I also have my succulent. think this is Echeveria. I'm not really good with names of succulents, but then even these succulents get watered from bottom. I water them once a week, and this is how I water them. And I have had no problems as such. It's always overwashing is the only problem that I have with my plants. It's been a couple of seconds, but then you can see how the water, so I let it drain completely, and then it's having new growth there. 2 little ups. My donkey's tail is also getting watered today in the same manner. And you can see the water there. It's coming up. I think it's going to comes in. So only about 10 seconds maybe. So I just fertilized it last week. And I just water them once a week. And I've done nothing else to these succulents here. So this one here has pups, and this is one of the most beautiful one that I have. I don't know the name, sorry. You can see here it lost its bottom leaves. That's because of my overwatering. I overwatered in the beginning, and then it turned all mushy and yellow. So I had to take it out of the pot, take out the leaves that were almost gone, and then I had to leave the plant out of the soil for about a day or two, and then repotted it in another soil mix. So yeah, they have gone through a lot because of me. I'm sorry. So I've left this kokedama here for a good 5 to 7 minutes. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna let it drain, and then put it in its a place where it belongs. So I think my Zizi is also almost done watering herself, drinking as much water as she wants, and then I'm a little scared of my Zizi. You know, people say this is the most easiest plant to own, but I'm always very cautious about the Zizi because I always tend to overwater it. I only watered it, since I had it, I only watered it once a week, but then I think I watered it again. You know, like I said, maybe it's just my feeling, but I always feel that I'm overwatering, and I always feel that the rhizomes are getting mushy. This is another pot of the tangled hearts, and this is another similar kind of a pot, but with my succulents. And I told you that I took out the bottom few leaves and trying to see if they would propagate. So that's the Echeveria that I showed you earlier. This is in full sun, and this is the Echeveria which is in partial sun, indirect bright light. But then you can see the variance, the difference in color. This has turned purple, and this is green, just to show you the difference between the colors. This is a succulent as well. I'm not sure about the name. I bought it online. They hadn't had So they didn't have a name tag for it. That website only had pictures and the price. I somehow liked it very much. So I ordered it. I got it for $2. Yeah. So the chain, watch chain, I think. Yeah. I water all of these succulents once a week as well. This Chinese evergreen. This came like this, and the leaf is getting old, so I have a new growth here and here. So I think it's okay, and it likes being watered from bottom. It stays indoors, and it's mostly medium indirect sunlight that it receives. It is about 5 feet away from my door, which is usually open most of the times, not in the afternoons though, in the mornings. So it receives that kind of sunlight, and it's doing okay. Opuntia. So I love this. It's loving itself, and I love it very much for its you can see all the new growth. It's doing wonderfully well, and I didn't even notice that I dunked the pot in the water. So I'm an idiot. And I have this creeping fig here. This is the baby. I am trying to propagate few of the cuttings. I have a mother plant. I'll show it to you later. And I've just done this a couple of days back. I'm trying to propagate it. I hope because I want this as a hanging pot, but then the other one, the mother plant, I've made a trellis to it, and then I want that to creep on the wall. I'll show it to you in a bit. This one is a very easy to maintain plant again. Only needs to be watered, and I water it maybe twice a week. It likes moist soil, and then fertilize it once a month. I think I have abused this cacti here. I do not know the name. If I water it too much, it's turning mushy. If I take it out from the soil and then don't water it for a while, it's getting all wrinkly. I don't know what to do with this cacti here. I watered it thoroughly, and I'm letting it completely drain. I think my Chinese evergreen or aglaonema is thoroughly watered, so I'm going to take it out of the pot now. So I have my Dracaena here. It's lemon yellow and green color, and I got it very recently. I am having it as an indoor plant with very low light. I'm not sure how it's going to take it, because I bought it from a nursery which had it in full bright sunlight. So it's a drastic change of environment for it, but if it's been a week and it's been inside in low light, and just whenever I arm the light in the room, it just receives that light. Otherwise it's pretty much dark in there. Maybe I'm abusing it, I have no idea. And I have this pretty arrowhead plant here. I don't know what's wrong with this plant. You know, all syngoniums do well with me, but this one, do you look at this leaf? You know, I pick out leaves like this almost every other day. I have no idea what's going wrong with it, what I'm doing wrong. I keep the soil moist, and I mist it on a daily basis, and that's all. It's in bright indirect sunlight, medium sunlight, so bright to medium, because it receives morning sunlight and day. This one here this is a takeout pot. It doesn't even have drainage holes, so I water it once a week. It's doing okay, and it's having new growth as well. So I have this plant here. I do not know the name of. I have this plant here for which I do not have a name. We went camping a while ago, and while trekking I found this plant, liked it very much, so I bought a piece of it. It's been about 3 months and it just started having new growth here. This one is a banana plant. I had it in this pot. Maybe once it's getting too huge for the pot, I'll try and change it into a bigger one. But right now this is where it is. One thing about banana plants is they love being moist all the time, being even wet, but they like moist soil. I have my vanilla bean orchid here. I didn't even know it was vanilla bean orchid when I bought it, but then later on I tried searching for this. I took pictures, and then I started searching for a similar plant, and then I came to know that this is vanilla bean orchid. This is a very easy to take care orchid, and the only thing is it likes being moist, and I usually mist it on a daily basis with a mister, of course, not like this, but then it likes being moist, and I like it hanging like this. But most of them, the videos that I've seen about vanilla bean orchid, they have it climb up a pole or something or the other. I like it this way. I have cuttings of this. When I bought it, it was a big one, but I didn't know it was vanilla bean. It was quite big, so I made cuttings of it, and I have it in 3 different pots now. Yeah. So I think the Dracaena is completely watered. Now I'm going to take it out of the pot. I have my string of bananas here. You can see this is all new growth. All the lighter green thing, it's new growth. I water it once in a week, and I fertilize it with a normal NPK fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, once in a month. Other than that, it is in direct sunlight, and I have had no issues with it as such. So it's been sitting here for about 3 to 5 minutes, and I think that's enough. of my satin pothos here. I don't know if this is satin pothos or some philodendron, because there are two varieties, I mean 2 species. I think it's satin pothos. And then I have my Alocasia amazonica poly elephant ear. I don't know. I think it's Alocasia amazonica. So this is fairly new one to me. It's a new plant, and when I read about it online, I see that it likes moist soil and then some low to medium sunlight. That's pretty quick. So it's been only a few seconds and it's already a fruit. And then I have my is this fishbone cacti or some ripsalis something. I'm not sure. Now I have my oxalis, purple oxalis. This gets pretty dry most of the times. I think it needs to be this one. My particular oxalis needs watering at least thrice in a week, and then I mist it usually on a daily basis. Even if I miss one day, the next day I would definitely surely mist it. But then there is a lot of traffic in this area where I live, so it accumulates a lot of dust on plants, and that's really one sad. Yeah, I feel sad sometimes, that I'm not able to provide an excellent environment for it, but then I do compensate it with showing all the love. Look at the new leaves, they are beautiful. No dust, nothing. Yep. And those pretty flowers. And then I have this devil's bone grown from cuttings. And that's my spider. And this is another pot of Sansevieria cylindrica. This one I got it from my farm, so it was growing everywhere that I could see. It was everywhere, so I just pulled out a few and brought them home. So I have no idea what the name of this plant is. I think she's a philodendron, but not exactly sure about the name. If somebody knows, I would highly appreciate if you could just leave it in the comment below. It is indoors. It's always been indoors, and these are all new leaves. It's quite happy. I make sure that the soil is moist. I think it only needs to be watered once a week. This one, my plant, needs water once a week. Otherwise I mist it every day or every other day, and then yeah, it's doing fine. It is in low to medium indirect sunlight. I have it beside a window which has curtains on it, so not very direct light, but then yeah, it's doing pretty good, and I think it's loving its life. And then I have my arrowhead plant pink. So this is staying indoors as well. I have it in low to medium indirect light. It is in my bedroom, and I love this plant. I water it whenever the soil is a little dry, not very dry but a little dry, maybe top half inch of it is dry. I water it and then I mist it on a daily basis. I fertilize it once in a month, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm done with half of my plants, but I think it's going to be a very long video, so the rest of the plants I'm going to cover it in the next part, maybe next Sunday. I hope all of you had enjoyed, and thanks for stopping by.